Hey guys, it's been a while, but let's get straight into it. So, the real big question in this is the UFL entertaining? Okay, last Saturday and Sunday, I watched the games, and I realized my favorite team was the Michigan Panthers. Sorry, San Antonio Brahmas. You're a really good team, though. I didn't know what team I was, but anyway, that's just my opinion. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about, is it really entertaining? Should you be tuning in? Okay, I'm a kid. I'm not 100% sure if you should trust me because I'm a kid and I don't have the best critical opinion. But let's be honest. This league isn't going to be as good as the NFL. It never will be. But we do need something to be entertaining while we have to wait till the NFL season. And the UFL is good at that. It's good at just being its own standalone thing. It doesn't have to be a 17-week Super Bowl playoff run. It's just what it is. It doesn't have to be all that. And it succeeds at that. Will you get succeeding at fun games? Yes, you will. But just being honest with you, I know this is going to go out there. Not every game is going to be exciting. Like this one against the Showboats in Houston. This game was not good. I would not watch this again. This game wasn't entertaining. I didn't even watch it. I skipped it because it just wasn't entertaining, and it was kind of a slugfest right until the end. I watched the end, and man, you need to catch that punt. Like, I'm not criticizing because I probably would have did the same thing because I'm not in the UFL, and I hope I never will be. I hope it never resorts to that. But anyway, that game was bad, and I know that a lot of games are going to be bad. A lot of them in the future for the the UFL. It's going to be really bad. A few games are going to be really bad. But if you can be patient and you can wait, then yeah, the UFL is sometimes entertaining. Now, is it entertaining? I'm not sure yet. I watched a few games back last season when it was still the XFL, but I didn't watch a full game. I tried to get into it. I didn't really, I wasn't locked in for it. So, anyway, but this league still has a lot going for it. So, for example, the Michigan Panthers versus the Battlehawks. That game was an absolute thriller. It was so good at the end. Now, the first and second quarter, it was kind of a slugfest for a little bit. It was entertaining, but it was a slugfest. It was 3-0. There wasn't a lot going on. Until the ending. So, at that point, I was like, I might be a Michigan Panthers fan. And then I watched, and oh my God. The Battlehawks scored. And I was like, I don't know if this is my team, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if this is my team. You know what I mean? It's not. I'm not sure. But anyway, after that, they went downfield and they scored a field goal to win it. And that really was crazy. A 64-yard field goal from a guy from high school. And the San Antonio game, even though it was kind of you knew by the third quarter who was going to win, late third quarter, you kind of knew who was going to win. It was still an entertaining game. The fake punt was really entertaining. It was an entertaining game. Overall, it was an entertaining game. But this is what I'm going to guarantee. There's going to be some bad games, just like the NFL. Sometimes there's some bad games. There's going to be some bad games. And the one thing I really think I'm going for is there won't be bad calls in this league. There will never, maybe a few bad calls that are very, very big. But in the next, 4 years, I don't think there's going to be any bad calls. They have such good technology and such good rules that can stop really big plays from, obviously being incorrect. Like there's obviously not a touchdown, but they're giving it a touchdown. You can obviously look at it again, and you can super challenge it. And there's obviously, I think that the refs isn't a problem in this league. I think you can watch a game and hope that there's not a lot of, big bad flags. But sometimes, I'm be honest, the flags are too good. So there's going to be a lot of flags. A lot of flags, not too much, because, these aren't very, very bad players. Like, the players that play in the UFL aren't terrible. Now, they aren't good, but they aren't terrible. They're decent in the UFL itself. But anyway, moving on to what game? Just wait a minute. I'm going to go look at the games again. I know what it was. It was with the Renegades and the Stalin. I don't know what it is again. Yeah. It was a good game, but let's be honest, with the Brahmas, you can obviously see at the end of the third quarter, it was pretty clear who was going to win. It was 27-14, I think, final score. And yeah, Matt Corral, all I got to say is good job, and he never got a fair shot in the NFL. But that's it for that. But now, let's rate the games. Okay, first off, let's go from Renegades versus the Burhams. Sorry if I said that wrong. I'm having a little bit of trouble with this. It was a good game, but overall, I'll have to give it a 7 out of 10. Good game, just, you knew who was going to win. Wasn't the most entertaining, but it was still a good game. Okay, moving on. You know what? Frick the schedule. We're just going to go with the Brahmas. The Brahmas game, I'm going to have to say a 8.5 out of 10. It was such an entertaining game when I watched it, and it had action-packed things towards the end. So I'll have to give that an 8.5 out of 10. Okay, the Michigan Panthers versus the Battlehawks. Okay, this game objectively was decent. It wasn't amazing until the end, until the very end, with a minute left. That was really, really, really good. So the ending, I'll have to give it a 9. Maybe it's a 9.5 out of 10. That ending was crazy, but the overall game was decent. So I'll have to give it an 8.7 out of 10, just because before the last 3 scores, it wasn't the most entertaining game. It was still entertaining, but it wasn't top tier. But the ending made it top tier. So let's move on to the next game. And our last game is the Houston Roughnecks and the Showboats. Okay, I'm be honest with you. This game was a slugfest. Do I have to say it again? This is the worst game out of the entire bunch. The worst one of all. Worst one. 5.5 out of 10. Not entertaining. A little bit till the end, but such a disappointing game. The disappointing end just made it worse. So 5.5 out of 10. Not a good game at all. And that wraps it all up, folks. Week 2 is slated with, Showboats and the Brahmas, Renegades and the Battlehawks, Sturham and Michigan, and the Houston Roughnecks going against the DC Defenders. The DC Defenders game is probably going to be a slugfest. I'm predicting the Brahmas game will just be maybe all Brahmas. The Michigan Panthers might be able to beat the Sturhams. So, yeah, that's it. But let's answer the question you guys all clicked this video for. Is the UFL entertaining? I think we got to give it at least 2 more weeks to really know. But right now, I think the UFL has a lot going for it. And yes, right now, it looks like it's going to be an entertaining season with a bunch of action-packed games. This isn't a guarantee video. I'm literally an 11-year-old. Don't take my word, but this is just my opinion, and that's just my opinion. So, yeah. But that wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys have an amazing spring break. If you guys aren't over the age of 18, if you guys are, then what are you doing? Work. Go to work, guys. Don't listen to an 11-year-old. But anyway, going out of my way to make good videos. This is Shane Coffee 820 signing out. Let's cue the outro. Bye.